Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in my today's class, let us try understand what is ownership. I have made two videos on ownership. The first video will help you to understand the meaning, definition, especially with focus to Austin, Holland, and Salmond. And then we are discussing the elements or rights of the owner in this particular presentation. And the second half I will continue in my next presentation. You are not going to see too much of me because I have brought too much of content for this particular aspect. So all you need to do for notes is to take the screenshot. With that, let us try understand the meaning in detail in my next slide. While studying possession, we have studied possession and things together, and while studying ownership, we need to learn ownership, possession and things together. That is one important aspect we need to remember, and we need to remember this fact also that the concept of possession or the ownership is not very old. These concepts progressed along with the civilization of the society, because earlier we had a hell lot of resources but very less human available, whereas in the later stage the number of humans started increasing and resources became a constraint. That's how the possession or ownership concept came into picture. Now the relationship between the thing and right over it is considered as ownership. Somebody is having the possession of a particular thing, and if they're having right over it, then that is considered as ownership, and it is believed that possession on a thing is the first stage of ownership. That is one important aspect. And ownership means the relationship of a person with the right vested in him. So I am repeatedly using this word right because by having a right over particular thing which is he is possessing or not possessing, he becomes the owner of that particular aspect. Now ownership gives the full right over the thing, including the right of disposing such property. Now what does Roman law has to say about ownership? It says dominion, that means to have the right control of a thing, is ownership. Like dominion is the word they are using. For possession, they are saying possession means to have the possession over a thing, whereas to have a legal right over a thing, they are using the term dominos. Dominos means have a right over a thing, and when a person is having a right over a thing or dominos over a thing, he is considered as owner of that particular thing. As far as Hindu law is concerned, according to Hindu law, ownership means a relationship between person and a thing. Person is called owner and the thing is basically called property in Hindu law. That means a property which is in the control of a person is his property. That is all we need to understand about ownership when it comes to Hindu law. With that, let us move to Austin's thinking way. Austin, in his definition on ownership, says ownership is a right indefinite in point of the user, unrestricted in point of disposition, and unlimited in point of duration. He brings four important aspects in his definition, that is indefinite use, unrestricted power of dispose, unlimited duration of time, and domination. Indefinite use means he can use his property in whatever way he want to use if he is owner of such property. For example, if such property is land, he can use that land for agriculture purpose, industrial purpose, or residential purpose, or whatsoever purpose which doesn't harm others. That is the only restriction they are having. The second aspect is unrestricted power of dispose. He can always dispose such property or transfer such property whomever he wishes to. That opportunity is there with him. But when it comes to Indian Constitution, please remember Article 19(2), which puts certain conditions on this particular aspect. Now the third aspect is unlimited duration of time. He can use it as long as he wants to use it, and he can even transfer that to his legal heirs. That way it continues even after his time, that is unlimited duration of time. The fourth part is domination. He will have complete control over that particular thing, that is possession in corpus as well as possession in animus. The de jure and de facto both control will be having with this particular person, and that is why Austin says ownership should be go with domination. This is all about Austin's theory. With that, let's move to Holland's theory. One other aspect you need to remember while learning Austin's theory is it is almost going along with the Hindu law theory which I have explained in my first slide. So that is one important aspect you can remember and express in your exam. The second theory I am bringing from Holland, which is very easy. He says ownership as a plenary control of a person over a thing. He brings three important aspects, that is possession, enjoyment and disposal. If a person can have a possession and he can enjoy such thing, and if he can dispose such thing, then he is the owner of that particular thing. That is all about Holland theory. Then let us move to the most important theory which is coming from Salmond in my next slide. Salmond's theory on ownership is considered as one of the most comprehensive theory on ownership because he has given a very beautiful definition which says ownership is in its most comprehensive signification denotes the relationship between a person and right vested with him. Now he has brought the term right. By bringing in that term, he gave a different perception to the entire concept and he also increased the scope of the term ownership. Everyone else were discussing about materialistic thing, whereas by bringing in this term right, he also included non-materialistic things like copyright, goodwill, allowances, etc. In his definition, he brought three important aspects. They are owner has general right, second one owner has the right till the material things last, and the third one ownership is inheritable. In first place, owner has the general right to enjoy the property that he is having subject to the legal restriction. That is one important aspect we need to remember. Second one, he can enjoy the property till the time it is available. That is the second right. And third thing, if it is available even after his death, then he can transfer it to someone in a legal form that can be interstate or testamentary whatsoever. Such is also available. That is the ownership concept he is discussing about. With that, let's move on. In this last slide on this particular presentation, I am going to discuss the essentials of ownership or the rights available with the owner. Now, I have brought 6 important points. The first one being indefinite point of user or power of enjoyment. The one who is having ownership can completely enjoy the property that he is owning and others should not interfere in his enjoyment. That is the first right. Second one, unrestricted point of disposition. He can disposition his property in whatever way he want to do, like he can sell it, mortgage it, lease it, exchange it, whatsoever he want to do, he can do it, including gift it. The third aspect is right to possess. He can possess the property or on which he is having the ownership. The fourth one is right to exhaust. He can completely use and exhaust such property. That is also the right available with the owner. Fifth one is right to destroy. He can destroy such things on which he has the ownership. That is also available. And the last one is right to transfer. He can transfer to his legal heirs in a form of testamentary or interstate. That is also one of the right or one of the element of ownership. This is all about rights or elements of ownership. With that, I am concluding this session. In my next session, I am going to discuss the kinds of ownership and the modes of acquiring ownership. Guys, I hope you have already subscribed me. If not, this is your time to subscribe me. Please like, share and comment my videos. All the very best for your exams and thank you so much for watching me.